Hello all, my name is Sean Dever, and this is a video presentation for my final project, and I ended up choosing option 3, Statistics for Mere Mortals, and I am incredibly happy that I did. Before coming into this course, I had absolutely zero experience with statistics. I had never taken a statistics course in undergrad, nor did I complete one or anything similar to it in my first graduate degree, which was an MFA in creative writing. So you can definitely see how probably wouldn't be too much there. But I'm incredibly happy that I did for a multitude of reasons. Before this course, like I mentioned, I didn't know much about statistics, nor did I know much about Excel. I had used it very minorly in a couple of different classes in undergrad, but I had never gotten like a full understanding of how to do shortcuts and even how to fill cells down. So this was all very new to me, but I'm incredibly glad that I experienced it and that I ended up choosing this option. My rationale for initially choosing this option, I've been working on designing a research study, my teaching university, Clayton State University, where myself and a couple other professors are taking a look at the impact of an online writers center for online students, and if by using the online writers studio, if it will improve their grades versus students who don't take advantage of using the online writers studio. And there's a couple other additional components that we plan on including, such as additional video modules and like interactive videos for online students, if they do choose to enter the online writer studio. So a lot of this stuff obviously will involve different sample sizes, and will need to include data in many different ways. And I'm someone who really likes to have my hands on everything that I'm doing. I don't really like to depend on anyone else or have anyone else take care of a different component of a research study of mine. And since this is my first official one, is one that I do want to push to get published, I felt like this would be a fantastic option to get a better understanding of using statistics. So the application methods that were listed, I feel like will be immensely useful. I know that it began by first finding the average, finding the mean, using Excel to do this, and then finding the standard deviation. And this is what initially interested me to say, okay, well, if I can begin to do this, and the more and more I felt comfortable actually doing those, I told myself, push yourself outside the comfort zone, continue to look at this. And when I saw that computing, Pearson product, moment correlation coefficient was going to be the next step, I figured this will be fantastic for seeing if the data from my future research will indicate an overall effectiveness of this new initiative. From there, obviously taking a look at computing a t-test, both for correlated samples and independent samples, seems to be extremely relevant, as is obviously ANOVA analysis of variance there will definitely have an immense effectiveness towards my future research. I feel significantly better about using data and being able to infer data in the future, something that I felt a bit shaky on prior to this. I think I am incredibly thankful for not only this research course, but specifically choosing option 3 to expose myself to it as of right now. And then there's the obvious takeaway from getting better at Excel. Previously, without having done much Excel, without having had much exposure to having to use Excel, this course has been it's been the perfect way to walk through for someone who doesn't have much experience, which is why I really appreciate the titling of Mere Mortals, because I definitely felt like I aligned to more of that category here. But overall, I feel like there was an immense takeaway, and I feel like my research in the future, especially the research that I plan on conducting this upcoming semester, will be heavily impacted by this course and by choosing this option, by feeling more comfortable not only with statistics but with using Excel and being able to build these things and to understand exactly how do we do this? How do we see correlations and how do we interpret them as well? That seems to be honestly one of the biggest takeaways for me. So overall, I am, incredibly thankful for this opportunity to complete option 3, and I feel as if I am better because of it, both in terms of growing as a statistician, as well as growing as someone who needs to use Excel and needs to expand their capabilities. So thank you, and I hope everybody else had a very positive experience as well.